My people wonder, they say shall never end. They say there is nothing desperation cannot do. Yes, so a woman who is desperate for a man, sometimes she might not know when she is causing problem to herself. And you know this kind of people, eh? If eventually that particular man start to show them pepper in that marriage, they will not see the face to come out and say, oh, this is what I'm passing through in the hand of this man, due to the way they enter that marriage. Take for instance, you see what Juju and Yul is doing right now. If Yul start to maltreat Juju in that marriage, Juju Austin cannot come out and say anything. She will rather cry with that than come out to say something, you know. So right now, information have it that Agàinst Idibia have taken a bold step against 2Face Idibia. And this is happening because of what transpired in the court. They said they have gone to court to finalize their divorce case. You know that in the last section, they said Annie have told 2Face that divorcing you is not a problem. After all, I have decided to move on with my life, knowing that the 22 years with you is a waste of time. You know, because maybe 2Face was expecting Annie to come on social media and start opening her mouth. 2Face did this, 2Face did that. But Annie decided to let everything go. She just focused on building herself. Now, that in that last session, they said, Annie told 2Face, I will divorce you, but you have to give me my children's share of the property. Then the divorce will be as easy as ABC. Of which they said 2Face refused, and 2Face said okay, he wants to go and sleep over it, you know, that kind of thing. Initially they said he was saying that Annie have two girls, that in his place, that property is meant for boys, this, that. And Annie said that it is not true. I built with you, so me and my children will deserve something from that property. So at the end of the day, they concluded that the two of them should go and sleep over it. Now they have another court section for this same divorce case. Information have it that Natasha, who is not involved in this case, Natasha came before Annie with 2Face. They say she even came with some convoy, security guards. Maybe these ones, she hired them herself, because before now we have been hearing that she have been removed in the Edo State House of Assembly as a minority leader. So that is the information that Kotijus told us, that Natasha have been removed. So, and I think if they remove her, I believe that if it is true they remove her, they will withdraw all her, all the people that are working under her, like the security agent, the convoy and everything. But they said she came to that court with convoy, with security and everything. Maybe now she hired those ones. They said she came with two baba before Annie even come to the place. And when they entered the premises, they said, if you see the way they went and opened the door for two baba with two security men escorting him, and Natasha, who was holding his hand like, you are my own, you goes nowhere. The same way she usually holds 2Face. That is how they say she hold 2Face, and they entered the courtroom. So, my people, that is how they said Natasha holding two baba's hand. Then two security men escorted them inside the court. Maybe Annie's lawyer was there and he witnessed everything. So they say while they were waiting for Annie, a lot of people who came for the case, who came to witness the case, they were there looking at Annie, looking at two baba and Natasha, how they are doing lovey inside the courtroom. My people. Yeah, they said Annie's lawyer did not buy the idea. So finally, they said when Annie finally came to that place, they said she stormed there with a security guard anyway. I don't know if she hired that one to level up. I don't know. But they say when she entered, a guy escorted her inside. Some people said it's her driver, while others are saying that she hired the security, a bodyguard, you know. So my people, now so Annie enter. And I don't know if Annie have discussed it with her lawyer, or her lawyer just requested that Natasha should please leave the place, that this matter is between 2Baba and Annie. I don't know how possible that is, but they said that is what they said the lawyer requested. And Natasha said that she is not going anywhere. The part where she opened the anyash is when they tried to convince her to leave, and she started saying that 2Baba is her husband, that she is legally married to 2Baba, and she started showing her ring, my people. At that point, there was serious confusion in the court, because every one of them is so much aware that 2Baba married Annie legally in church, in court, you know, and they have not, their marriage have not been dissolved officially, because it is only when that happens that either of them is free to remarry. But here, Natasha is saying that she is now officially married to 2Baba, of which this is not the first time we are hearing it. But you know that all this while it has been rumor, even to the point that she have added Idibia to her name. I'm sure you guys know about that. So at that point, they said, Annie's lawyer said that this is getting out of hand though. Does she have any proof? They said she started showing pictures. My people, that is how they said Natasha opened 2Baba's nyash in the court. And Annie was like, oh, it is true. Because you know that all this while, everybody saw it as a rumor. Or maybe because of her desperation, she decided to add that name and started wearing rings. That was when they said the lawyer now told her that, do you know that what you and 2Baba did is a crime against Annie? And she can file for anything. She can sue you for damages and everything, my people. And that is how they said, the lawyer now told Annie that you are not going to keep quiet. Since this lady thinks that she is bold and smart, that it is high time to teach them a lesson of their life, that they are going to file a case, that 2Baba must pay Annie for damages, and it's not going to be a small thing. They said at that point, Natasha was saying, let her name her price. This, that, 2Baba is my husband. I can defend her anywhere. I can stand in for her anywhere. Hey, my people, that's serious matter. Oh. You know that these people have come to dissolve their marriage or to continue the divorce case where they stop. But right now, the dimension is shifting from that divorce to something else. A lot of people are saying that the reason why Natasha doesn't want to leave 2Baba with Annie is because she believed that because of how long that these two have been together, that it might go to a point that 2Baba will start begging Annie for forgiveness, or Annie will start begging 2Baba, and they might reconcile. And if that happens, it's going to be a very big shame on her. And that is why she doesn't want to give 2Baba a moment of freedom. She doesn't want to stay an inch away from him until this whole saga or this whole marriage divorce thing between him and Annie is completed, my people. The fact remains that if 2Baba will leave Natasha, he will definitely leave her. Even if it takes 40 years, as long as he is still alive, he will, even if it is in old age, when he will be using stick to walk. Anyway, don't forget that these are all alleged. Share this video. Bye. I love you.